Welcome guys back to our video on the channel. Today we're back to more Revolt Workshop review, and today, as I can tell the title and thumbnail, we're reviewing the Goodboi unit. It's actually what this unit's called, is Goodboi. And so either way, looking at the unit in terms of its model, or like I guess not really its model, I don't know what you really want to call it. I always call it its model just cause. I guess you can just call it its design and how well it's done. It's actually done pretty well, with like the spikes on the joints and the spikes on the side and everything, the armor pieces. You also have the tail right here that has little spikes on the side of it, plus the big spike. It's all pretty well done. I also have like these red dots. I don't know if those really meant to be eyes. It kind of look like they're meant to be, but then it has eyes down here, so I don't really know. But either way, really good model overall. Model and design. Though what I've been able to see, this unit is mainly made for doing damage rather than to look the best. Though it does still look pretty good. But yeah, either way, before we go ahead and get into the actual playtesting of the unit, I'm going to go ahead and put the creator of the unit on screen right now. So yeah guys, that was the creator. If you want to, go and download his other creations or and support him. Yeah, either way, as you see down here in the bottom left, with 2 times health, 2 times attack damage, I found that that's usually about balance for units to fight him. So if you give a unit 2 times health, 2 times damage, he is usually worth about $250 of what I've been able to find. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and do a simple test of T-Rex first. Obviously T-Rex only weighs or costs 165, but 2 of them cost 330, so not gonna do that for right now. Go ahead and turn on health bars. Now, I've noticed Goodboi likes to do that very often at the beginning of fights. Kind of does like a front flip because of his tail, because his tail does actually attack, as you can see, like that. See, so at the beginning of battles, when he first goes in, he'll sometimes just try to attack with his tail, and then he'll end up flipping himself over, or causing fall damage to himself. Though didn't happen this time. You can see so far he's pretty much killing his T-Rex very easily. T-Rex is almost half his health. But yeah, obviously another thing I've noticed while playtesting him is the fact that it's almost impossible to really hit the unit, which you see right now the T-Rex has actually gotten a pretty good hold on him right there. Now did a decent portion of damage, but I think it's probably all damage the T-Rex is gonna be able to do. But I've noticed either attacking the main body, I almost never see dinosaurs do damage to it. But when they attack the tail, because the tail has no armor, so if you attack the tail, it actually does like pretty decent damage. Well, it does full damage to the unit, so Goodboi's tail isn't very protected. Neither is his head really, but then again, his head actually has natural spikes on it, so still makes it kind of difficult for units to kill him. But yeah, it's pretty much like he's defended from everywhere on the main body, but if you get to his tail, then he kind of starts taking a lot of damage because he can actually be hit. So yeah, in case you're wondering about his stats, he has 6,000 health, actually same as his T-Rex. Yeah, and T-Rex is about to die. Also, as I'm sure you noticed, these side spikes are actually pretty useful. You can see right there, the side spikes are doing damage rather than just the big main spike. Because obviously this tail is something you can put on units, and it's meant to do damage with this main spike, but these side spikes were added on. And what I've noticed with playtesting, those side spikes usually are actually very useful for Goodboi when it comes to actual combat. So yeah, next I'm gonna do the Brachiosaurus. I did playtest this unit, which this is actually a bit of an interesting fight because Brachiosaurus only costs $160 compared to $250 I said Goodboi should cost, roughly at least. And Brachiosaurus, what I've noticed on 2 times health, 2 times damage, actually puts up a pretty good fight against Goodboi. Like, I think it could probably go either way with the 2 of them fighting. So far it looks like Goodboi's pretty much just winning, but once you start seeing the Brachiosaurus try to actually get some hits, you'll start to see where the damage comes in. Which I think Goodboi's having some trouble getting his fire off because his tail's kind of like caught on the legs of the Brachiosaurus, so this actually might end up being a win for Goodboi just because of this weird kind of like cycle. They're just, I think they may just walk in circles and kill each other like this. Well, mainly Goodboi killing the Brachie like this. Going to do this. You can go off and then start attacking again. And now go after him again. Maybe that'll change up the fight a little bit from just being spin in circles and kill each other. Doesn't seem to have killed. Oh no, there you go. Bracky's trying to at least attack now. Oh, yep. And that's what I was talking about with Goodboi sending himself flying in the air or doing like a backflip kind of with his tail. That was it right there. And you see, he actually almost killed himself right there. And he's doing it again. He's doing a lot of fall damage to himself. That is one reason I've seen Goodboi lose fights, is mainly just because he sometimes does fall damage to himself. But other than that, he's a pretty good unit. Pretty powerful. Oh, look at that. He's got a spike in the head of the Bracky. And now the side spikes are in the neck. Pretty good right there, though. Bracky seems to literally just be pulling him around by his tail. Oh, got his underbelly right there. I don't think that does any additional damage. Oh, yeah, Bracky's kicking him around a bit. So, I think Bracky will win this, probably. Unless Goodboi can do what he's doing right now and just use his tail and stay out of the fight, but nah, that's not gonna happen. See right here, Goodboi's about to go down. Not yet. Pretty much has 0 health left. And there you go. Also, if you're interested in seeing Goodboi underneath his armor, you can see he has the tail right here that is like just kind of, I think it's considered a weapon under the unit creator. Then you have, I think, you have the crocodile body with crocodile limbs, and then you have the hellhound, I think it is, head. I think that's what it's called. But yeah. So yeah, against Brachiosaurus and 2L. Though let's go ahead and do a swarm unit, because I never actually did any swarm units in testing. So 250 to this $270, 250 versus 270. It should be decently a fair fight. Turn off health bar so you guys can actually see the fight, because otherwise it's just all green, as you can see. Now obviously Goodboi does have fire, which is obviously going to be very effective against these bugs, because, well, I mean, it's fire versus insects, a swarm of insects at that. It's going to be pretty effective. The check on Goodboi's health. Looks like Goodboi's about half health right now, though. You can see right there, he's killed a bunch more of them. Also, not mention, his tail is actually pretty accurate with like attacking units. I don't know, I mean, obviously it has limited motion, but I think it's pretty. Yeah, see, look at that. I just sniped that one out of the air. So his tail's pretty accurate. He'll be able to kill a good few with his tail. Along with his fire breath, he'll probably be winning this fight, I would imagine. Ooh, he's pretty close to dying, but I think he's still got this. He just killed another one with his tail. I think he just got another one with his fire breath as well. No, he actually may die here. I think he's gonna die. Very close though. Which generally he should die in this situation, because if he's worth $250, this is $270 worth of swarm bugs. So technically he should die, but still pretty close fight right there. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 swarm bugs survived. Unless there's another one under here, which now I don't hear it anymore. So yeah. So yeah, 5 swarm bugs survived that. So I would say he's pretty good against groups of units. I mean, if you want to do even better tests, we can just do this right here, because these are all ground units, so these will actually all get hit by his fire. $250 worth. Watch how quickly these guys get eliminated. Is he gonna use fire breath? I don't know why he's not using his fire breath. Did he decide? There he goes. Looks like he only hit 1 unit with that though. That's kind of weird. Oh no, you can see all the smoke. He hit more than 1 unit. How's his health? Actually, he may die. Just kind of surprising. Shame, for some reason he didn't use fire breath for that entire like first half of the fight. Oh yeah, I don't know why he didn't use fire breath for that first like half of the fight. But yeah. Either way, I guess we can go ahead and test poison immunity. I doubt he's immune to poison. I don't think I've seen a unit creator unit that is immune to poison. Yeah, no, he's not. You can see it taking over his body. See all the green? That's the poison. Well, no, so just how quickly he died. I don't think scorpions can kill that quick without their poison. But yeah, let's go ahead and go to the colossal squid, because that is, I think, well, no, not newest unit. Technically, NFT bros, the newest, or crypto bros, the newest unit. But either way, I do like testing the squid, because I feel like it's kind of like a unique unit compared to the rest. So, do like testing it Though it seems to be doing pretty well right now, which obviously I think that's because fall damage from the from Goodboi getting sent in the air. And also the fact that the squid is actually targeting his tail, which, if you remember what I said earlier in the video, his tail is where he is going to take the most damage, because his main body has tons of armor, spikes, even his head has spikes. But then his tail has pretty much nothing other on the tip of it for attacking units, so yeah. Squid probably have a pretty easy time doing this. Though now he's attacking the body. He may start to kill himself on the Goodboi's spikes. Nope, there you go. It's a pretty close fight. So then, yeah. We're going to do a fight against the Hydra, which I did playtest, and this is actually a pretty good fight, usually. Oh wow, look at that. See how good he used to do his tail? You just got a direct hit on one of the heads of the Hydra. Yeah, reason the Hydra is usually a good fight is because the Hydra is usually able to get its heads into these little places in between the armor and spikes. So yeah. Goodboi usually has a bit of trouble with this because, as I said, they're able to get their heads in between the armor. See right here? These guys, I think he had his head right there in between like the armor and the underbelly. So, yeah. I should see Goodboi is at about half-ish health. One head looks to be, yeah, one head is dead. Goodboi's still using his fire, which is good. He's able to get his fire off, as you see on the side of the body right there. All the heads look to be pretty low on health. They're about to die, I think. No, though Hellboy is now not able to use his fire. Not Hellboy, Goodboi is now able to use fire now. Though you can see, it looks like we have... Is this head dead? I don't think this head right here is dead. It's pretty much... Yeah, now it's dead. This we got 3 heads dead, only 2 still alive. So, not gonna end too well for the Hydra, as you would expect. See, this head's about to die right here. Yep, that head just died, and then we saw the main head, which is right here, that is still up. Actually, no, it's not even the main head. It's just one of the normal heads, but it's the only one alive right now. And there you go, it's dead. And notice, as you can see that, you saw how the tail of the Goodboi picked up the Hydra. Something actually interesting about the unit is the fact that it can do that to creatures when they're alive. So sometimes when it's fighting T-Rex and Spinosaurus mainly, I've noticed it'll stab its tail into the side of them and literally pick them up and then drop them and kill them from fall damage. So it's actually pretty interesting right there. We'll go ahead and do it against a flying unit, because I actually never did this in testing. I don't know if it can. I would assume it can kill a flying unit. Don't see why it couldn't. Though it may have some problems, maybe. Though, yeah, you see the tail's got that wyvern right there, doing pretty good damage to it. Yeah, that one's still stuck on the tail. I guess because it keeps wrapping it keeps wrapping itself around the spikes of the tail. It got away though. But yeah, that tail's very useful for the Goodboi in a situation like this. You can kind of just snipe them out of the sky with his tail. This wyvern seems to be doing something pretty good. He's staying like on his right side though. He's dead. Oh, tail's got that one. Flung him kind of to the side. This wyvern right here is getting hit by the tail. He probably wants to get out of there. I think his wing was caught on the spikes of the Goodboi. Oh, got his wing again right there. Barely just got it. Got away, but then got hit again before he could get away. Okay. Ooh, that guy got hit. Well, he got this guy in the wing. Oh, well, this guy over here's made a mistake. He tried to attack the wing, or the tail. Now he's getting attacked by the tail, and he's probably gonna die. Yep, he's dead. There you go. Should not have went for that tail. I don't know why he did, but... And also right there, saw that? That's actually a really good example of what I was talking about with the fall damage. When he's using his tail, he just caused fall damage to himself, like a major amount, like half his health. So, he may do it again right now. That wasn't high enough for him to do it again, but... You can see every single time he tries to use his tail, like when a unit isn't like directly on top of him like this, if a unit's coming up to him and he uses his tail before the unit gets to him, he pretty much tries to flip himself. Like that right there, and he may actually kill himself from that. No, he's still alive. And Wyvern's dead. Yeah, that was a lot closer of a fight than it should have been, just because of the fact that the good boy just kept trying to kill himself by doing backflips for some reason. Yeah, either way, this unit overall is pretty good in terms of combat. It's pretty much good against everything, because the fire breath for groups of units, the tail for singular units and flying units, as you saw there, he was kind of just sniping the wyverns out of the sky, just hitting them. Same thing with swarm bugs, he was just stabbing them out of the sky with accuracy, right? But yeah, I would say overall this unit is probably pretty just generally good. I mean, swarms can't really get into it because spikes and everything. And then if it's swarm bugs, they can stab them out of the sky along with any other type of flying unit. Just stab them out of the sky. Another thing with groups of units is his fire breath. And then for bigger units, his tail does a pretty decent chunk of damage, plus the fire breath, plus all the spikes covering his body, so he can't get attacked by a big creature. I would overall say this is a pretty good unit for pretty much anything you want to try to fight. But yeah, overall, very good unit. And yeah, make sure to go ahead and show support to the creator that I showed at the beginning of the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.